So banks have never cost the federal government a dime, but that the public doesn't really understand the whole FDIC. The interesting thing, of course, is that it will not cost the government a penny. I mean, people think that that somehow the government's going to get hung up with us. The FDIC is in effect, a very peculiar mutual insurance operation that is run by the government but is financed by the banks. And FDIC had 120 billion or so at the start of the year, and that's all money that banks have paid in, less what the FDIC has had to pay out on losses. The FDIC has to pay out 250 billion this time or 300 billion. They just assess the banks more, and they don't do it in a very business-like manner because the public has the impression that the FDIC is the United States government and that so on. And of course, they do appoint the people, but the costs of the FDIC, including the cost of their employees and everything else, is borne by the banks. So banks have never cost the federal government a dime, but that the public doesn't really understand the whole FDIC thing, and the comments of public officials confuse it and the issue enormously. Somebody ought to write. I mean, the FDIC was set up to operate on, I think, January 1st, 1934. You'd think somebody would have gotten through to writing what's the essence of this FDIC, which was a fantastically good development of the New Deal. I mean, 2,000 banks failed in, I don't know whether it was 1920 or 21, but there's only, I don't know, something less than 5,000 banks in the United States. And I mean, it was a paralyzing thing to have a bank failure in this country. And my dad lost his job in 1931. He lost his savings. And it was because a bank failed that he worked at downtown in Omaha. And people shouldn't be worried about losing their money and the deposits they have in an American bank. And today they have no reason to worry. But the message has gotten very confused, and people don't really understand how it all works. And politicians can make hay out of it, and all kinds of things, bad things happen when people don't understand some major institution and who actually bears the costs and what the responsibilities are. And nobody is going to lose money on a deposit in the U.S. bank. I don't know about the rest of the world. I don't know. I'm not that familiar with it. But it's not going to happen. And that message has gotten mixed up.